Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with Channel Disturbance. This is an unmistakable tank. It's that KV-2, the strong tank. It's a tier 6 Soviet heavy. It's located on the north spawn of Ruinberg, and it's under the command of one of the co-founders of What Arty Noobs. I need coffee, Dave. Yep, it's him again. It's not me. No, it's one of the co-founders. Well, you can see he's got Stalin on the side of his vehicle because Stalin guides the shells to the target. On the other side, he's got the Russian Red Star and the hammer and sickle. Now, this tank carries the 152mm howitzer as its main armament, and with that howitzer, it's got 910 alpha with 86mm of penetration. And it's a legendary tank because, well, it was actually designed and built for the Winter War to knock down the Finnish emplacements. It was basically based on the KV-1, but because it carried so much extra weight, a lot of these tanks tended to break down very easily indeed. Now he's up against an enemy KV-2 there, and gets a nice hit for 358. I'd say that was a non-penetrating shot, because if it had been a penetrating shot, 910, he would have wiped that tank out with just one shot. Okay, it's reloaded. It's a long reload. It's two-part ammunition. There's the high explosive shell, and then there's the propellant afterwards. And in fact, the propellant was actually kept in the back of the turret, whilst the shells were actually manhandled up from down below in the hull. Okay, he's got a T1 heavy there. He fires one in, kills the T1 with one shot. So his first kill. Now it's one of these tanks that was at Rasinai for the Rasinai's Heroes Medal, you might say. One of these tanks held up an entire division of German tanks. And the reason is that none of them could actually take it down. It was blasting everything they sent against it. Panzer Mark 3s, Panzer Mark 4s. It was destroying the Panzer 38Ts. Anything they fired at it, either the shells bounced off or they just got blown up. In the end, the crew were all dead. The KV-1 just died. 192. That's his second kill. The crew died, and when they actually opened the vehicle up, they could see it was peppered with holes. And this crew had held on and stopped the Germans from advancing for many, well, I think it was over a day, I believe. So it really was a heroic stand at a junction. As you can see, it's basically a KV-1 hull with a KV-2 turret, and there goes the enemy KV-2. You can see that I Need Coffee Dude knows how to handle this vehicle. Yep, he is actually quite a practiced player, but I think he's having just a bit of fun. So 3 kills now. The one bad thing about the KV-2 is it does have a very slow moving turret, so if an enemy tank can get behind him, he will have difficulty bringing his turret to bear, so long as that enemy tank can keep going around the KV-2 in the right direction, he won't be able to get his gun to bear on the target, and that can cause a lot of problems. Now you see on the elevation side there, he could barely get his turret up enough to actually shoot at the Jagdpanzer IV. Now he's waiting for the Jagdpanzer IV to back up, but there's an Easy 8 behind him, and I think he needs to deal with that before he deals with the Jagdpanzer up in the village. So I think that's where he's headed first. Waiting to see where that Easy 8 is. Oh, there he is. He's actually a one-shot. Easy one-shot. It looks like he was shooting up the main road as well. Oh, Hellcat's come to view. Oh, he's trying to get a shot on him. Oh, didn't get that one on. And took a round, 90mm round from the Hellcat for 225. Pull back to reload. P-43's turned up as well. Now he's being hit by the enemy Arty. That was a near miss. That was a splash, I think. It's a 105mm splash as well, but he takes out the P-43 with splash there again. I think that was a splash shot. I think that shell actually hit the tank that was actually already dead, and the splash killed the P-43. Hellcat's coming up to try and get the kill. He knows that I Need Coffee Dude's in reload. He puts a 90mm round in for 227, but now he's too close, and that's him out the game. Yep, he made a big mistake there. Should have shot from a distance and then pulled back behind cover as quickly as he could. Now, there's still shots coming in behind him, and the Easy 8's ahead of him, but he's not loaded yet. So he's trying to use and tempt the guy to come out, use the cover. Okay, he's committing. The Easy 8's pulled back round the corner. Oh, and there he goes. And that's the Top Gun. And, oh, now we've got an IKV-103 behind us, the Tier 5 Swedish tank destroyer, and he puts a round into us. But now there's no escape for him. No escape at all. He's going to be dead any second now. There you go. That's 7 kills. Unfortunately, it also means that I Need Coffee Dude is now down to 33 hit points, and he's facing 4 more opponents. Yes, he's been on for a Kolobanov for a little while now, but he's got to take down 4 others to win that Kolobanov. Now he's well up for it. 2 of them are Arty. It's an AMX-13AM, the Tier 5 French SPG with a 105mm gun, a Gorilla with a 15cm gun, and a Jagdpanzer IV that we've seen before, and an M10 RBFM. So he's going to head down this way and see if he can spot the M10. No. Okay, he does need to come up and kill that Kappa, and the best way to do that is actually come around the other side, cross the road here. Is he going to spot him from this distance? No. No, he's not in sight, but he could be on that corner. So he's going to go up this route here. Only 1 more kill needed and he gets a Radley's. But he is desperately low on hit points. Now, is the Kappa around this corner? Can you see him? 29 seconds to go. This could be a Defender medal as well. 20 seconds to go. 19. He's just going to have to drive in. He won't have to be subtle about this. He'll just have to drive in, see who is capping, and blast them straight away to get a reset. There they are. It's the Jagdpanzer IV. And he gets the kill, and that's his Radley's. Resets the cap, gets the Defender medal as well. And there was a shot into the cap there from one of the Artys. I think they missed. Yep. It's well. Only 3 to go now to get a Kolobanov's. And he's reloaded. But he can't afford to take a hit from any of the enemies because just 1 shot could be enough to put him out of the battle. And, oh, that was an enemy Arty round. So they were guessing where he was. His sixth sense hasn't gone off. So they don't know where he is. And so long as he can avoid the scenery, not leave any trail of destruction, then they're going to have difficulty trying to work out where he is. It could be just around the corner, so he has to be careful. Being extra cautious. Again, extra cautious on this corner because there's so many sniping positions you can be in and spot a tank crossing. And he's been spotted. There's the M10. Oh, he fires around at him, but the M10, yeah, was spotting for the Arty, and he could have taken the shot himself, but it is a defeat, I'm afraid. Yeah. Not a lot you can do there, but let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it was a first-class tanker for ineedcoffeedude in the KV-2. He managed to get a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, a fire effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle, and a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 15 in that one. He also picked up a Radley Walters for getting at least 8 kills. He did get 8 exactly. A high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle, and a top gun for getting at least 6 kills. And he did get that defender medal for resetting the cap whilst the Jagdpanzer IV was capping. And his win rate for the game was 6,732. It could have been a Kolobanov if he'd managed to survive the battle, but yep, the enemy Arty was waiting for the first sign of him. They had a general idea of where he was, and well, the M10 spotted and they did the killing. Let's have a look at the team score. Highest damage in the game, 2,005 hit points of damage. The next high scorer was the Hellcat with 1586, and then after that it was the Jagdpanzer IV with 1032. Those are the only players who managed to get over 1,000 hit points of damage. When it came to kills, again he's got the highest with 8. The next high scorer was the Easy 8 with 4 kills. The Jagdpanzer got 3, so did the M10. And when it came to base XP, it was in fact ineedcoffeedude. Even though he lost the game, he got 784 base experience points out of that one, and the highest scorers on the winning team was 702 for the Easy 8, the Jagdpanzer IV, and the Hellcat. They all got the same value of XP. And after that, the M10, who actually did the spotting at the end to win the battle, 667 for him. ineedcoffeedude fired 12 rounds in the game, got 9 direct hits, 3 penetrations. The one unlucky shot that he had was on that M10 at the end. It was a bit of a snatch shot, and the guy was at range. It was difficult to shoot at him, and unfortunately he didn't hit the target. And 6 splash as well. Damage of 2,005 hit points, all of it at close range. 6 hits received from the enemy, 3 of which were penetrations, 2 non-penetrations, and 3 hits by way of splash as well. Yes, and one of those was the kill shot that got him in the end. 350 hit points of damage blocked by armor, 2 enemy vehicles spotted, 8 enemy vehicles damaged and 8 killed, and 19 hit points of damage resistance, 97 defense points. Yes, he reset that cap at the very last moment with the Jagdpanzer IV. It was almost a win. 3 cap points was all he needed, and yes, ineedcoffeedude got in there and took it away from him, snatched it away. But he earned 22,065 credits on a free-to-play account, got 3,236 for Courageous Resistance. That's because he got a Battle Hero and an Epic Medal in a losing or a drawn game. And he got 25,301 credits altogether, and after repair, an ammunition resupply, and because he only used standard HE during that battle, he actually ended up with a profit of 10,759 credits. He got 6 bonds for the medals he received, and 784 base XP, 437 for Courageous Resistance, took away 1,221 experience points altogether. Not a bad game in the KV-2 on Ruinberg. It's actually quite a difficult game to play on Ruinberg, simply because you drive around a corner and all of a sudden you could be facing more than one gun. And well, he handled it very well, even though he was top tier. 8 kills, very good game in that sense, and of course that Radley Walters, he held on as long as he could. It was on the cards. He could have done it if he could have taken down that M10, but in the end the Grilla was using the M10 for spotting, and yes, it wasn't going to work out. That guy was just too good in the Grilla. He was waiting for the moment. It was the AMX ELC, the AMX 13AM, who was actually doing the snatch shots at ineedcoffeedude, but when the Grilla, he had it dialed in, he got it exactly on target, and ineedcoffeedude stopped to take the shot at the M10, and the Grilla nailed him. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. We get more replays like this sent to us all the time. In fact, there's a lot of replays coming in, and we've even got replays from way back that we need to get done, which I think you might find interesting. But for the moment, this is the last one I'm doing tonight. There will be a few more, so if this is during the day, I think there'll be another video in 2 hours time. So thanks for watching.